Before you judge her, remember this: every parent has a moment where their heart chooses before their mind does. And tonight, one decision from a billionaire mother changed the future for 3 people forever. Natalie Pierce wasn't just rich, she was untouchable. The CEO of Pierce Global, known for her ice-cold negotiations and flawless composure, she rarely showed emotion in public. But her 17-year-old daughter, Lily, was her soft spot, and tonight, Lily was trembling beside her in the backseat of the limousine. "Mom, are you really making me do a blind date?" On a Tuesday. Lily whispered. Natalie exhaled, her voice softer than usual. "You've avoided the scholarship committee interviews all week. This dinner isn't a date, it's networking with the son of someone who could open doors for your future." Networking. Lily rolled her eyes. "So what, Mom? I'm a business deal now." Those words stabbed Natalie more than she let show. Her daughter had struggled for months: panic attacks, uncertainty about college, fear of disappointing her mother. Natalie hoped tonight would give Lily a chance to connect with someone her age, someone who understood pressure. The restaurant they arrived at was expensive: glass chandeliers, golden lighting, the kind of place reserved for millionaires. A hostess rushed over. "Welcome, Miss Pierce. Your table is ready, though the young man hasn't arrived yet." Lily groaned. "He's probably some rich jerk who wants to brag about his crypto portfolio." Natalie gave a small smile, but her eyes drifted across the room and locked onto something unexpected. A man, maybe late 30s, stood near the corner table wearing a simple navy shirt and worn-out jeans. He held a little girl's hand. She was about 6, bright-eyed, clutching a crayon drawing of a cat. The man's face was handsome, but tired. The kind of tired that comes from carrying too much alone for too long. "Daddy, is Mommy coming today?" the little girl asked. The man kneeled. "Sweetheart. Mommy's in heaven, remember? But I'm here. I'm always here." Natalie froze. His voice, warm, steady, gentle, felt like a soft crack in the armor around her heart. Lily noticed her mother staring. "Mom. Earth to billionaire robot." Natalie blinked but didn't respond. Because the waitress walked over to the men and asked, "Sir, I'm really sorry. We can't seat you unless you order a main course for your daughter too." The men hesitated. "I only have enough for one tonight." The waitress gave an apologetic look but didn't bend the rule. The little girl tugged her father's sleeve. "It's okay, Daddy. We can go home. I'm not hungry." But Natalie saw the lie in the child's eyes. Saw her trying to be strong. Saw a father's heart breaking. Something inside her cracked wide open. Before she knew she was walking, she was already halfway across the room. "Excuse me," she said, her voice clear and firm. "They're with me." Both the single dad and the waitress looked confused. "Ma'am, they're not." "I know," Natalie interrupted. "They're my guests. And I'll be paying for their dinner." The single dad blinked in shock. Ma'am, that's really not necessary." Natalie smiled softly. A real smile, one she hadn't used in years. "You'd be surprised how necessary it is." And just like that, everything changed. The 4 of them sat together: Natalie, Lily, the single dad, whose name was Ethan, and his daughter Mia. Lily whispered to her mother, "Mom, what are we even doing?" Natalie whispered back, "Something right. For once." Ethan kept thanking her, but his embarrassment was clear. "I never take charity," he murmured. "This isn't charity," Natalie said gently. "It's dinner. With people who deserve kindness." Mia spread her crayons across the table and began drawing. "What are you drawing?" Lily asked, leaning over. "A family," Mia said simply. Lily's eyes softened. "Is that you and your daddy?" "And Mommy," Mia whispered. "But she's an angel now." That was the moment Lily, who had struggled for months with her own fears, felt something shift inside her. She'd been drowning in pressure, expectations, and comparisons, but here was a little girl who had lost so much, yet still made space for hope on a page. Ethan spoke quietly, his voice rough. "I'm sorry, she talks about her mother a lot. I'm still figuring out how to help her heal." His honesty, raw, vulnerable, made Natalie's chest tighten. He wasn't a billionaire. He didn't own a corporation. He wasn't polished or powerful, but he was more real than anyone she had met in years. While the girls joked and drew pictures, Natalie and Ethan talked about loss, about pressure, about raising kids alone, about fear, about hope. Ethan admitted, "I work 2 jobs. I barely sleep. But Mia deserves a childhood." Natalie whispered, "Lily deserves one too. I just forgot that for a while." Their eyes held each other's for a quiet moment that felt like a beginning. Suddenly, Lily spoke up, "Mom, I don't want to meet the boy you arranged tonight." Natalie turned, expecting a fight, but Lily continued softly, "I want to find people who feel real. Like them." Ethan looked startled. You're exactly what we needed tonight," Lily said. Before Natalie could respond, her phone buzzed. The blind date boy had arrived. The hostess asked, "Miss Pierce, the young man is waiting for Lily." Everyone watched for her decision. Natalie inhaled deeply, then she stood, walked to the hostess, and said the words that made Lily gasp, "Cancel the blind date." The hostess blinked. "Cancel? And please donate his prepaid meal to a family in need. He'll be fine." Natalie walked back to the table, her expression softer than anyone had seen in years. Lily threw her arms around her mother. "Thank you." Ethan looked at her with disbelief. "Why would you do that?" Natalie's answer was simple, "Because tonight, I realized something. My daughter doesn't need connections. She needs connection. And so do I." Mia held up her drawing and handed it to Natalie. "I made this for you." It was a picture of a family, 4 stick figures holding hands. Natalie's breath caught. She looked at Ethan. He looked at her. A quiet spark passed between them, fragile, hopeful, new, and for the first time in years, Natalie Pierce felt something she had forgotten existed, possibility.